Next final on track is the men's 1500 metres. Strong lineup that includes Abdelhadi Aguida, the winner in 2012 in this event. And look out for the two British athletes, Chris O'Hare and Jake Whiteman. Whiteman, the new UK indoor champion. So here they come, it's Vincent Kibet, who's one of the fastest men in the world this year over 1500 metres indoors.
Drawn two silver medalists in the US
United States athlete Ben Blankenship. European indoor champion Marcin Lewandowski.
Meters for Poland, Marcin Lewandowski.
Three-time medalist at World Indoor Championships. It's Abdelhadi Aguida. One of two Ethiopians in the field, Aman Wote. There are two Americans as well. Craig Engels, the 23-year-old. Here's a cheer for World Championship finalist Chris O'Hare from Great Britain.
Drawn 8 with the best of 3:36.
Samuel Tefera of Ethiopia is only 18, but he's already the fourth fastest in the world this year.
And drawn 9, the new
and here is
Jake Whiteman.
The honour of introducing him in the crowd is done by his own dad, Jeff, who coaches him as well.
So it's 7.5 laps off the track. 9 men who came through heats yesterday morning.
9 runners going for gold. The championship record mark, Haile Gebrselassie of Ethiopia, 3:33.77 at the end of the last century. There's Jake Whiteman, the UK indoor champion, from a great pedigree of athletes. And the two Americans, Craig Engels there. Ben Blankenship has his hair tied back and the headband on as well. And the two British athletes, Whiteman and O'Hare, it's pretty fierce competition between that pair. The relative stages of their careers that they're at. They'll take on 7.5 laps of Arena Birmingham. And the next 3.5 minutes or so will decide who will win the final of the men's 1500 metres here at these World Indoor Championships in Birmingham. Steady start, which sees the Moroccan Aguida decide to go straight to the front, and he's got both the Americans for company right behind him. He certainly can never miss Ben Blankenship. 8th in the Olympics, 2nd in the US indoors, hair tied back, the headband on. And he often says, well, he likes to be a little bit different out there, and there he is on the right of the picture. Two British athletes sitting in the middle of the pack at the moment, and what's a fairly slow start. 200 metres, 33.91. But they have really slowed it off now. Look at this, this is tactical race. I mean, this is almost walking. And
they're laughing, you can see it there. It kind of is what happened yesterday in the women's 1500. First 200, I think it was like 40 seconds or something ridiculous like that. It was like a near just over a walk. I think I could even keep up with them at this stage, and I can't run for anything. But yeah, I was just looking, and a couple of these athletes, the British athlete Chris O'Hare didn't really have a great run and only qualified as a fastest loser for this final, whereas Whiteman actually won his heat, his third heat, so he's in pretty good shape and he looked quite convincing. But as you see here, Aguida, I think, is probably one of the favourites with, I think he's third in the world this year.
Iguita has run the third fastest time in the world this year, 3:35.79. They're nowhere near that pace at the moment with 5 laps to go in this final of the men's 1500 metres, and they are still really all sussing each other out.
Well, I think this also happens, like we spoke about before, with distance races where there's no pacemaker. No one really wants to go to the front and take on the pace. And so they kind of want to suss each other out, see where they're at, see what they feel like. But I feel like it's still, like I've said, very dangerous to do that. OK, they're now starting to pick up a little bit, but it's dangerous to do this on this type of environment where it's so tight. It's only a 200-metre track. It's not the 400-metre track that they're used to outdoors. So, you know, be a little bit, you know, gutsy. Someone take it out at the front.
And it looks like the 2 Ethiopians have decided to do that. Tefera, the teenager, and Wote now at the front. Kibet, you can see, of Kenya, just coming round on the outside. They go through 800 metres in 2:23.68 in this 1500-metre final. The American with the headband there, Blankenship, just having to put his arm out because Wote and Iguita are lurking. And Whiteman makes a move as well. And we have 3 laps to go in this 1500 metres final.
I see Lewandowski trying to make a move there, but just kind of get pushed out. Whiteman goes past him. Really respect Lewandowski, actually, because he's all about giving proceedings in his hometown back to young children that do not have the means for healthcare and stuff like that. He's got 2 young daughters, and so since he's had those daughters, he really wants to help his community, and I really, really take my hat to him for that.
Whiteman is up there for Great Britain. Chris O'Hare is struggling with 2 laps to go. There was some concerns about an injury for him in the lead-up to this championship. He was getting some treatment yesterday, but now the legs are stretching. Now they're moving. Tefera and Whiteman making a move, but Iguita is at the front as well. He won this title in 2012, and Iguita is there now with 300 metres to go and stretching them away from Tefera. They'll take the bell, 1500-metre final. Lewandowski makes a move with 200 metres to go. Whiteman's in the bronze medal position as well for Great Britain at the moment. Tefera trying to hang on behind Iguita and maybe trying to make a move on Iguita now, the Ethiopian. Wote, I don't think is going to get there. So it's about Tefera and Iguita. 100 metres left in this 1500-metre final. Iguita is trying to hold off Tefera, but he's not going to do it. Lewandowski's coming too, but it's an Ethiopian gold medal for Samuel Tefera. The teenager is the world champion, and Lewandowski finished strongly and should have taken the silver medal.
It definitely looked like Lewandowski got there in time.
What a sprint in a race that was so slow for so long. But Tefera, when it came to a foot race, was the quickest, ahead of Lewandowski. And Iguita was 3rd.
And look there, you know what? I'm very, very happy for Lewandowski. You know, as I was just saying, sometimes it's nice when the good guy finishes in a great position. He deserves it.
Saw Lewandowski getting a pat on the back from Maslach, I think it was. He's a medalist, of course, earlier in this championships. So this is the last lap, and Iguita, well, he's been there, he's done it, the 2012 champion in this event. And, well, the youth of Tefera, though, the 18-year-old, he came into this as 5th quickest in the world this year, and he just had that little bit extra as he passes him in that home straight. Lewandowski finished strongly, and you can see there it was him who got the silver medal ahead of Iguita of Morocco. Just 0.04 of a second between those two. But look at the faces. Tefera looks so calm. Lewandowski working extremely hard to overhaul the Moroccan. But there was no doubt who the champion was and who the winner was in this one. Tefera of Ethiopia takes gold. Jake Whiteman just found the pace a little bit too strong at the end, and he finished down in 6th place. Engels of the United States was 7. Well, there's 2 of the 3 medalists. Lewandowski delighted with his silver for Poland. The results of the men's 1500 metres final: gold for Ethiopia through Samuel Tefera ahead of the Pole Lewandowski. Iguita, the 2012 champion, takes the bronze.